Picture yourself walking down the street, waiting to finally get to your destination. You have the nag to look down at your phone because it has been about 5 minutes since you checked Snapchat or Instagram. You check it over and over again and it seems like time flies past, in which it does. You make it to your destination and you're still checking to see if someone wants to snap you back. This goes on and on until you finally give up. You decide instead to log on to Pornhub, or take out the liquor stored in your closet. You fap and then feel guilty. You say you'll never do it again, but do the same thing the next day. This is called the cycle of addiction. This video took a lot of courage to make because it's been a huge problem for me since about 7th grade. I myself am personally very addicted to social media and all the lustful desires stored deep inside of it that everyone seems to ignore. And I'm not making this video to say I got past it or something. Actually, in reality, this addiction has gotten worse than it's ever been before, which says a lot. I have tried time and time again new strategies to try to get over this addiction. I have done social media detoxes before. I have put screen time limits on my phone. I've tried to put everything in a different room and then maybe put my phone downstairs before I go to bed. And I am still sitting here contemplating what I'm gonna do for the billionth time to see if I can get out of this addiction. I also feel as if this addiction is the root to all of my problems. Whether it's my awkwardness, sensitive emotions, rude tone, or just the reason I always feel somewhat of loneliness. Because I have put all my trust and time into a fantasy. Addictions are just a fantasy to get you out of the real world. The beauties of the world are also very important. And while there's a lot of hurtful things in the real world, there's also vital things in the real world that we continue to miss out on just because we flow to addictions. In reality, every time you light up that cigarette, pour that alcohol, or load up that adult website, you are continuing to get more and more toxic with yourself. And we think running away from it might actually help. Well, I'm gonna say this from the bottom of my heart. It does absolutely nothing for you. And this claim will be disagreed with by plenty of people. Because trust me, I have some of the same feelings some of you do. But I am here to say this, that running away from your addiction is like running in circles for the rest of your life. AKA a cycle. You will never, ever break free of this cycle unless you choose to break it. And what I mean by that is you are the one to make the thing that is running the cycle break free from the cycle and get out of the cycle. But what is the thing that controls this cycle of addiction? Well, my friend, it's your brain. When it comes to addiction, you and your brain are basically trapped in an argument. Your brain controls you and your power, while you should control your brain and your own decisions. So, what ends up freeing you from this cycle? It is simple. Willpower, faith, and confidence. Well, please scratch the simple part out of it. This addiction will probably take as much time to get out of as you put time to let it in. And that'll piss a lot of you off. It pissed me off, that's for sure. But it is true. The more time you put in testing your willpower, the more it'll grow stronger. It's like working out. You work out to get stronger, right? But when you work out, your muscles actually get weaker so they can grow stronger. So that means the more you fail in trying to fix your addictions, the stronger it's actually making you. I feel as if the deeper hole you're in, or you think you're in your addiction, the better chance that you'll actually get out of it. Because you've been in that deep hole for so long, you have probably ought to have gained a little bit of intelligence from being in there for so long. You have tried so many things to get out of the hole, and you feel like you're just digging a bigger one. But in reality, you're actually gaining wisdom, reality, and patience, and the ability to use everything that you have learned to try to escape it. Now, of course, addictions have nothing really to do with a child abduction, but this kind of concept reminds me of the movie The Black Phone. The Black Phone is a movie in which a person is a child abductor, and he continues to abduct children and kill them off one by one. His name is actually known as the Grabber. In this case, the main character of the movie, Finney, is finally abducted in like the middle part of the movie. He is abducted and trapped into the Grabber's basement. The only thing really in there is a back room with a toilet, and then there's also a black phone hanging from the wall. The black phone rings almost every single day, and it's actually the ghost of the children who passed away from the abductor. And all of this gave him strategies to escape, in which he failed over and over again. But the best part about this is all these strategies that he was given actually ended up helping him get free. So of course, this is very relatable to all the strategies that we try to use to get out of our addictions. So like I said earlier, addiction has nothing to do with a child abduction case, but the concept does. And we are Finney in this scenario. Our brains are the basement in which we're trapped in. The addiction is the Grabber, in which he takes literally all control of us. And the black phone is all the strategies that we have been using over the years to try to escape. And of course, this movie takes place for about a few months, but addictions take a lot longer than that. And unfortunately, addiction has its place in every single human. Luckily, I know you want to get past this addiction just as much as I do, and that's why you clicked on this video. But let me just tell you right now, it is going to take a lot of time. If it happened overnight, we'd be living heaven on earth. But for us to get out of this cycle of addiction, it's going to take every single inch of our ego to disappear and burn into the night. But let me just be the first one to tell you guys that burning your ego is going to be insanely hard. Burning my ego is like turning fire spreads off in Minecraft, but in real life. But if you and I truly, really want to conquer our addictions, we're going to need to pin it down to the floor, stare it in the face, and tell it that you have control of it. Amazingly enough, it is very possible, because anything is if you put your mind to it. And I must say, have hope in your heart, because tomorrow isn't today, and today isn't last week. Every single day is a new day to restart and try again and continue to learn. So have at it, soldier. I believe in you, and I believe in myself that we're gonna conquer this addiction. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Bye, guys.